from then on, we got started. And it was just, again, the concept of standards, but I had some tremendous people to help me. Dave has outlined the support we had in the logistics piece, which was the hidden stuff that allowed you to do what you did. But we also had some other exceptional people. You may remember Major Keenan, the British liaison who was our S3. With his strength of personality, drive, and pure professionalism, he was a huge factor in building what we became. He also gave us one of the most important tools we had, which is the mop top. Sitting on the porch with General Gavin one afternoon, General Gavin told me, he looked at me and he said, "Keith, it's not important that the troops are better. It's exceptionally important that they think they are."
We know we are, sir.
And David and I hit on the mop top, which was standard in the parachute regiment, as a means to differentiate the 2505 from everybody else. Now that had a couple of secret hidden meanings to it. First of all, it totally identified you as being different from everybody else on the street, which automatically meant you were going to be embarrassed or not. And that was a motivational tool for you, though I didn't tell you that. Because you were unique, I could set high bars for you. And I never had a problem with you reaching them because you didn't want to embarrass yourselves. You weren't doing it for me, you did it for yourselves. You learned with the NCOs and the officers and yourselves what it meant to be a soldier in an airborne troop in the 82nd Airborne Division. And you learned something about the history. Major Canavan, our executive officer, who never cared about rank, privilege, or the good life, but was a real soldier and worked exceptionally well to give you stuff and keep you fed and taken care of and supported, and made sure that whatever loose ends we had within the battalion were taken care of so you can rise to quality. Between these people and what General Gavin had told me over the years and Colonel Vandevort, it caused more than anything for you to believe in yourselves. I knew that once you believed in yourselves, you could do anything. Because I just had to say, hey, we're going to do this, and not only would you do it, you'd figure out how to do it. You know, I was exceptionally lazy, as Dave will tell you. So I was big on delegation of authority. And you never had a problem with that, which is the way it should be, because in combat is chaos. There's no way that any leader who is not physically present with you is going to lead you or command you. You're going to do it yourself. So you had to know how to do that. My comment there about, 8,000 miles to Red Square was not frivolous. What it meant in my mind was that I could send you anywhere and you were going to figure out how to do it. You weren't going to be told, because the situation is always going to change. We know what we're doing when we get on the plane. We have no idea what we're doing when we get on the drop zone. And that's just the way life and true military operations are. And those were the basic principles that I used in dealing with this command and this unit. It's most important that you understand that all of this was a thread that I brought to you to believe in yourselves. And that when you believed in yourself individually, you believed in yourself organizationally. And your squad, your platoon, your company was going to do absolutely the very best it could under whatever circumstances you were faced with. or you were going to die trying. And you set the standard on the street, and the street knew it. There is no battalion that I have known of since, and I have known all of these generals in the division since, that had the reputation that this battalion carried through its period. It was not unique to me or to us. It is just the example of the basic principles of everything that I learned from the General Gavin in the 2505 at Beer Call behind the B Company barracks to where we end up with today. I've always believed, as I will say again, this is not about the me, it's all about the we. I purposely selected a picture that simply shows me face on so that I'm communicating with you through that plaque and communicating with anybody else that happens to be there, that there are core principles in how you live as a leader and how you live as a person that mold everybody and everything that you're with. I take all of that most proudly because of where you all are today. I mentioned earlier on that you're out of uniform a lot longer than you're in uniform. But each of you have left the battalion for, you were there for a very discrete period of time. And you went out and you led the rest of your life. You married people, you got jobs, you were professional, you did very, very well, and you were good citizens. You made the world a lot better for you. That was, in my mind, the greatest tribute that I can have personally to where we are today in terms of what you were. I mentioned earlier that my life experiences were kind of a distillation of the wine of everybody that I have met and the things that I've done. It's my very great privilege and pride not only to be the bottle, but you guys are the wine and the cork, and I thank you forever for it. Thank you.
Well, it's kind of hard to follow that, isn't it? So, to make this short and sweet, what we'd like to do, Colonel Nightingale, I mean, you see all the soldiers here. This is just part of your battalion, but everyone here has loved you. And I shared with Colonel Nightingale last summer in an email, and I'm sure he probably doesn't remember it, but I came in as an immature officer. I left his battalion a little more mature, but a lot wiser in the skills of leadership. And Colonel Nightingale has imparted that on all of us. But be that as it may, Colonel Nightingale, we'd like to present this to you from all of us to you. Hold on.
All I can say is life is damn good. I don't know how to express myself. And usually I'm pretty good at expressing stuff. All I can say is it's love. You know, as people, we go through life, we see things, we see people, we experience things, and we understand the good and bad. And this plaque and what you are is perhaps the richest distillation that a life could have. Thank you very much.
Well, sir, any other wisdom.
Let me have another glass of wine.
And we ask you all to join in with any refreshments that you would like. And please go ahead and enjoy yourselves, and we appreciate everybody being here.